stand up for the champions, stand up for the champions, stand up for the champions, stand up.
It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Wednesday evening, and of course, stand up for the champions. Yes, stand up for the champions. The real champions are you guys who are always tuned on to Darling 107.3 FM. You guys are the real champions. Of course, this is how we say fantastic good evening to you all in the beautiful city of Owerri. And of course, if you're just joining us now, you're still tuned on to the People's Radio, Darling 107.3 FM. My name is David Orji, coming to Sports Engine Room. You're now the very, very best of friends. And of course, there's no time to check time, even as it's 6:02 p.m. by my time. And of course, yes, this is welcoming you guys to the Wednesday edition of Sports Today. On Sports Today, we get to bring you guys up to speed on each and every latest development. Indeed, everything emanating from the world of sports, be it cycling, be it boxing, be it football. Believe me when I tell you that we've got you covered. All you just have to do right now is stay glued to your radio sets and don't toss the dial. But don't forget, you are the real champions. And don't forget, I don't get to do this alone today. I have Oyibo Promise, yes, aka Mr. Lecturer in the building. Good evening, Oyibo Promise, and how you doing? And you're welcome to another exciting edition of Total Football.
Good evening,
Sports
David.
Today.
Good evening, Owerri. Live on Sports Today. You're welcome.
Yeah, that is Oyibo Promise. He is a long time out, I must tell you, but right now Oyibo Promise is back and is ready to rumble. Oyibo Promise, yes, I believe that the team you're supporting, you guys are the champions, aren't you?
Very well.
Very well, champions. Champions. So, what team are you supporting?
Heartland FC.
Exactly. Of course, we know that it was match day. Yes, it was match day 16 in the Nigerian Professional Football League. Lots and lots of fixtures that already went down in the Nigerian Professional Football League, and not just the Nigerian Professional Football League, even the Nigerian Women Football League. That's the NPFL, and the NWFL actually took center stage today. But before we talk about the NWFL and also the NPFL, let's just give you guys some news emanating from the world of boxing, where Floyd Mayweather is set to train Anthony Joshua. Can you beat that? Yes, Floyd Mayweather has revealed that he intends on working closely with Anthony Joshua real soon, with the two talking all time, according to the boxing legend. Now, Joshua and Mayweather's relationship has blossomed in recent years, and even saw the 44-year-old surprisingly turn up to see the Brit successfully defend his IBF, WBA, and WBO belts against Kubrat Pulev in December. While it isn't clear what the pair's working relationship will be, Mayweather insists that he will be willing to help. He will be looking to help Joshua in some form. Now, Mayweather actually told Rob Moore in his Disruptive Entrepreneur podcast, says Anthony Joshua has lots and lots of experience. Tyson Fury as well has lots of experience. But I think what Anthony Joshua losing a fight, that helped him become stronger. I look forward to working with Anthony Joshua real soon. We communicate all the time and we talk all the time. He also went on to say, and I quote, I've met Tyson Fury on a few occasions. A great guy, very interesting. After the fight, I would like to see him sing. Both guys are great competitors. Like I said, me and Anthony Joshua talk on the regular, so I look forward to working with Anthony Joshua. Now, if this report is something to go by with, Oyibo Promise, are you excited that, boxing great, he's a legend in the world of boxing, Floyd Mayweather is set to actually work with Anthony Joshua, and all is actually targeted towards this fight between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury?
I can't wait for it to happen, sincerely. One aspect I'm waiting on for Fury to bring on to guy Joshua's side is that razzmatazz, that entertainment thing that he brings to it. Business wise, Joshua is a good fighter, we know that, but then Floyd Mayweather partnering with him, he will give him that experience to how to better market his boxing in a very more lucrative way. We know that Floyd Mayweather at the point was one of the richest boxers around, so I hope that will really, and then for their fight against Fury, maybe it will go a long way in giving it the much needed publicity, make it a hype, give it the very highest of hype, and then we'll see how it goes from there.
Exactly, giving it the very highest of hype, and exactly we'll see how it goes from there.
Broken bottles, all glitter on the floor from the night
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, at this time and at this moment, we're quickly switching gears over. Yes, we're switching gears over to the world of football, where lots and lots of things, yes, lots and lots of action, not just in the Nigerian Professional Football League, not just in the Nigerian Women Football League, but also in the CAF Confederations Cup, where we know, yes, let's quickly talk about the CAF Confederations Cup, where it's still hostilities down there. It's still hostilities in South Africa. Yes, it's still hostilities in South Africa. 15 minutes already played in the game between Eyimba and Orlando Pirates. Austin Oladapo in the 45th minute actually converted. Yes, he scored a second goal in the CAF Confederations Cup group stages. Yes, he opened up scoring for it was a certain John Cavendiji who actually opened up scoring for Orlando Pirates in the 27th minute, and Eyimba's Austin Oladapo, who is also the captain of the side, yes, converted from the spot kick in the 45th plus 2 minutes. Yes, 45 minutes plus 2 minutes extra time. That was when he converted from the spot kick. And also for Austin Oladapo, this is his second goal. Yes, his second goal in the CAF Confederations Cup this particular season. Yes, we know 2 matches and already he has 2 goals. And believe me when I tell you that we'll be bringing you guys up to speed with all the match, everything that is actually emanating from this particular game between Orlando Pirates and Eyimba. But Oyibo promise, who are you tipping to actually win this game? Orlando Pirates or Eyimba? It's 51 minutes and it's just 1-1. It's a 1-1 draw.
If they go on to get a draw, that would be very, very good for us. We know how Africa is. It's not very easy to go away and pick a draw. So if we come back here, that will finish it off for us. If Enyimba can actually win their 3 home matches and then pick, just like we are hoping for a draw out of this, or even a victory, it will go a long way in putting Enyimba maybe in the first or second position, so that we'll go over to the semi-finals. Exactly,
it will go a long way in putting Enyimba, yes, in a very good position. Don't forget that Enyimba, they are 2 times African, they are 2 times CAF Champions League, they are 2-time winners of the CAF Champions League, so automatically they are champions.
Lead me to my destiny.
And also some other games are also going down. Yes, some other games are live currently in the CAF Confederations Cup. Nkana are currently trading by 1-0 in the hands of Raja Casablanca, and also AS Jarrah currently is 0-0 with CS Sfaxien. Yes, it's currently 0-0 and it's 49 minutes played in that particular one. Also the match between Napsa Stars and JS Kabili, it has actually ended. Well, it ended in a 2-2 draw today, and also this evening we'll be seeing Al Ali, even as there will be Al Ali Benghazi. Yes, the team that Eyimba actually beat by 2-1 at the Abbas Stadium last week Wednesday by 8 p.m. Nigerian time. They'll be in action against ES Setif. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep standing up for the champions at this time and at this moment. Let's talk about the Nigerian Professional Football League, where it was match day 16. Match day 16 in the Nigerian Professional Football League. Yes, all the results. Yes, match day 16 is done and dusted. Warri Wolves played out a goalless draw with Jigawa Golden Stars. Yes, 0-0 it ended. While Rivers United actually beat MFM by 2-0. Guess who was on the score sheet? Fortune Omonuwari. Yes, he opened up scoring at the 49th minute for Rivers United, not forgetting a certain Nelson Ebo Okwa, who also scored, who also doubled the lead for Rivers United in the 74th minute. Now this win actually means that Rivers United, they are currently 5th on the log. Yes, 15 matches played, and they currently have 26 points as well.
For the champions.
And we also know that Heartland, they were in action today. They were in action today, even as Heartland beat, they actually beat Wiki Thoris, Usman Abdallah's 2-3rd Wiki Thoris by 2-0. It was a very, very fantastic game. I must tell you, it was Emeka Atuloma opened up the scoring in a very terrific header in the 27th minute. And yes, the king of Wednesdays, you can call him the king of Wednesdays, Kingsley Maduforos, a player who actually loves scoring during midweek matches, actually pulled, yes, he also scored in the 30th, in the 31st minutes for Heartland. Kingsley Maduforo, he's popularly known as Shiba. Yes, this is his second goal for the Nazi Millionaires. Yeah, the last time he actually scored for Heartland, that was also in a midweek game against FC, in a midweek game where he actually scored the winner. Yes, he scored the winner in that particular game. So, a very good one. But right now, let's try and make contact with Dika Divine, because Dika Divine, yes, he's currently, he was at the stadium, and I believe that currently he's also at the stadium, so that he can give us a recap of what actually went down at the stadium today. Good evening, Dika. How are you doing?
Hello, good evening, Mr.
Yeah, good evening. Hi, fantastic win for Heartland today. So, how did Coach Fidelis Ilochukwu, how did he actually spring up a surprise today, beating Usman Abdallah's Wiki Theories by 2-0?
Well, it was a good one for Heartland. This is their second clean sheet for the season. Remember, in week 15, consecutively, week 15, I went away to Kwara United and we were able to get a goalless draw. And then coming back at home, we defeated Wiki Toys of Bauchi by 2-0. The first goal was scored in the 27th minute by Emeka Atuloma, and this is his first goal for Heartland Football Club of Owerri. And then Kingsley Maduforo, aka Shaba, he scored his second goal also for Heartland today in the 31st minute. That is in the first half. It was a great game for Heartland Football Club of Owerri, who were able to win by 2-0.
So what really worked well for Heartland in this particular game? What really worked out for them?
What really worked well was the players coming back from injury. We saw the likes of Kingsley Maduforo, who scored the second goal for Heartland. He came back from injury. Remember, he has been injured. And also the likes of Chidera Eze, Oyedika Chibright, they all returned, back from injury. And then the team is beginning to find that rhythm, that rhythm among themselves. The players are trying to get that chemistry. Remember, at the start of the season, a lot of these players were not registered because of the transfer ban, imposed on the team by the LMC. So a lot of them were not able to play. But now they've played lots of matches together. They're beginning to find, chemistry back into the team, and it's really, really helping the team. It was a good one defeating a team like Wiki Toys, who is led by Usman Abdallah, the former Aimba manager. I remember he is one of the topmost managers in the MPFL this season. He has the coaching badge. I think one of the few MPFL coaches that has that. So we're able to defeat his team. Wonderful team, the Wiki Toys out there with the likes of Chinedu Udwaga and Nafifi. We are all a thorn in the flesh, the Heartland defense. But then Heartland was able to get another clean sheet at home, which you remember at the start of the season we were conceding goals from all angles, even at home and away. But now we have been able to keep 2 consecutive clean sheets for the first time this season. I think that is a big plus for Heartland Football Club. And then kudos, to the technical crew led by Fidelis Ilechuku, who have been doing a lot of work. And then these boys, trying to play their hearts out even without their salaries. And then I must say the boys actually did the team proud today.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dika. Thank you very much for actually making our time to speak to us. Just like Dika actually told us extensively, fantastic goals from Emeka Atuloma and also Kingsley Maduforo. And I must tell you, just like he said, that in fact, the general play of Heartland today was very, very convincing. Playing against a manager, one of the most revered managers in the Nigerian Professional Football League, former Ayimba manager Usman Abdallah. You both promise your thing. Very wonderful win, at least for the first time this season. We have not considered we have not considered in back-to-back games, because currently in the MPFL we've considered more goals, but right now I think the defense is becoming very, very stingy at the back.
Yes, we've considered 22 goals actually all through the season. We've scored 21, but then in the last 2 games it's something to cheer about. At 2 games we've scored 2 goals and we've considered no goal, so it's a very cheering news. I'm very happy that Wiki Tories came here and they succumbed to the firepower of Heartland Football Club. Now, we're talking about Usman Abdallah. We know what he brings to the table. We know he's a good manager. But then Fidelis Ilechuku was able to outsmart him today. Kingsley Maduforo, coming back from injury, scoring a goal.
He loves scoring in midweek.
That's very fantastic one for Heartland. It now places Heartland on the 10th position, 5 points away from Enugu Rangers, who are the leaders, but then Enugu Rangers have a game in hand. But then we are very close, let me say touching distance, 5 points to the top. So it's a very good one for Heartland actually.
Yeah, very, very good one for Heartland. So stand up for the champions, Heartland Football Club of Owerri.
Stand up for the champions, for the champions.
Of course, yes. In other matches, we saw how Adamawa United actually played out a 1-1 draw with the Abia Warriors. Now for Coach Imama, this means that he has now gone 11 matches unbeaten. 11 matches unbeaten in the Nigerian Professional Football League. Oyibo Promise, do you have any reaction to this? Adamawa United 1, Abia Warriors 1. Coach Imama going 11 matches unbeaten in the MPFL.
Getting a draw at Adamawa, it's fantastic for Coach Imama. I've continued to say it. Imama, he has turned around the fortunes of Abia Warriors. How they started wasn't what they are doing now. They've actually turned around the fortunes, and it's a very good one for them. If they continue like this, then no doubt they will find it a way of ending up in the places for continental championship.
Yeah, exactly. And also in some other fixtures, Aqua United actually beat FC Fine Ubite by 1-0 at the main bowl of the Godswill at Badio Stadium in Uyo. And also Kano Pillars, yes, Kano Pillars beat Kwara United by 2-0. But Kano Pillars, they played this particular match without a coach. Now, Kano Pillars technical advisor, his name is Emmanuel Leonel Susha, has reportedly left the four-time league champions just 5 months into a 1-year contract with the Nigerian Professional Football League side. Now, reports suggest that the former Black Leopards of South Africa coach quit over unfulfilled contractual obligations, including 5 months unpaid arrears of $25,000, management interference in team selection, and inability of Pillars to procure a work visa for him 5 months into his appointment. Now, Pillars are here to officially confirm Social's resignation. Now, the Frenchman Social joined the Simon Sogeda side in October, taking the position of Ibrahim Musa, who was demoted to chief coach. Now, Social's appointment enabled Pillars meet CAF requirements for a CAF A licensed coach to take charge of their Confederations Cup campaign, while they lost to Senegalese AS Giraffe in the preliminary round. Now, the former Cotton Sports boss leaves Pillars leaves them fifth on the table, just as before they take on Kwara United at the Ahmadu Bello Stadium. Now, they took on Kwara United and they won today. And after Oga decided to jump, and before you know it, Kano Pillars won by 2-0.
Well, for the coach, one thing that has bedeviled Nigerian league is improper management. That's the truth. For him to come here and he's demanding for a work visa, who doesn't know that he has to get a work visa? He's a foreigner. So this is the report, but if that is anything to go by, then it's not good for a club like Kano Pillars. They have a pedigree as long as MPFL
Nigerian football is concerned. Winning the MPFL 3 times consecutively, back to back.
You don't pick up that from the street. So if that's anything to go by, it's bad for them. But then the coach is out and they are winning 2-0. So it's still a good result for them. Yeah,
the coach is out and they're winning 2-0. And also someone who has been firing from all cylinders for this Kano Pillars side is a certain Rabiu Ali. He was on the score sheet today as well. Rabiu Ali has actually scored in 11 consecutive MPFL seasons. He's a legend for this Kano Pillars side. And believe me when I tell you, he's not going to stop scoring for the Simon Sogeda side. Oh, no. And of course, we know that in some other games tomorrow, we are definitely expecting the likes of Plateau United will be in action against Sunshine Stars. National United will take on Dakada, and also Katsina United will be in action against Enugu Rangers tomorrow. Of course, those are some of the MPFL matches we are expecting. Yes, those are some of the MPFL matches we're actually expecting tomorrow. Yes, let's quickly check on the CAF Champions League. Yes, on the CAF Champions League between Eyimba and Orlando Pirates. Currently, yes, there is still nothing to report in that particular square. 63 minutes, I must tell you, in the game between Orlando Pirates and Eyimba Football Club of Aba, and it's still a goalless draw. Why the scores? Yes, the scores have already changed in the game between Nkana and Rajas Casablanca, even as Raja Casablanca are currently leading Nkana by 1-0. And also in the game between Salitas and Etoile de Sahel, yes, it's currently 62 minutes played and nothing to report currently.
For the champions, stand up. For the champions, stand up.
Also, yes, switching gears to some other African stories now. Pyramid FC today, they were forced to rewash their jersey after they were actually found that it was sprayed with an itching white substance in the Benjamin Mkapa Stadium changing rooms. Now, the Egyptian money bag went ahead to wallop Tanzanian champions Namungo FC by 2-0, but they had to go and spray an itching substance. How do we keep on seeing this kind of things in Nigerian football? But you will promise, before I get your thoughts, let's quickly go for a short commercial break. We'll be right back after now. Keep it locked on Darling 107.3 FM.
Make way for me, stand up.
107.3 Darling FM.
The People's Radio.
Now who no like pattern? If I didn't man,